So on my Z06, I was looking for a rear taillight solution. I looked into replacing them and putting the darker ones on. Paragon does carry them. They're just a little more than I wanted to spend just for rear taillights. And in addition, you have to take off the rear bumper to install them. I've had R8s in the past that I changed the exhaust, and that job is it's a huge job. You have to basically take the back of the car off just to basically put the exhaust on. And I think I have PTSD from just all of that and how much it costs to do that. So I was trying to think of a solution that would be suffice to make them darker without spending the money. I have PPF on the car. I wanted to do I asked if Expel had something like that for it. They don't. So I was looking on Paragon's site and I found their tinted, it's I mean it's basically tint for the rear lights. And this was in a prior Z06 I had. So I found these, I installed them, and now my new Z06, I bought them again to install. In the video, you will see a portion of the one that I did install. They come in each individual portion of the light comes with its own cutout tint that's perfectly cut to the design. You basically remove these. I use water and alcohol. So I use alcohol to clean it, and then I spray it down with water to keep it wet so you can move it around once you put it on, because putting it on exactly right the first time, it's such a small space that sticking your fingers in there can be very difficult. So I found that just keeping it wet, moving it around, and then using like a small little squeegee to get any water or air out of it works perfectly. I have installed these. I had a C8 also 70th anniversary, and I installed these too. So I've installed these several times, and I found again that the water and alcohol to clean the light, water to get these really wet and peel it off and then stick it and then just move it around a little bit and then basically squeegee and it'll dry, and then it dries. It dries so quickly. And on my last Z06, I've had them on for over a year. Nothing happened to them. They stayed sturdy through washes, through weather, through everything, humidity here in Texas. So I highly recommend, they're very cheap. I highly recommend doing this as a quick solution, a quick workaround to actually purchasing the dark tail lights, because that is a huge job. Now, if you have that kind of disposable income and you know someone who can remove your back bumper to get them on, to do all that work, fantastic, go for it. But to me, you get the same visual with just using these. So I again, I highly encourage you to go up on the Paragon site, look at these, shoot them an email to their support. A lot of times Corey will respond to you with, answers to your questions. Again, I love Paragon. Where I'm going to shoot several other videos with products I've gotten from them, or I got just now from them and I'm not sponsored by them. I buy these products, but that I got from them to install on my new Z06. And those videos are coming. Some things I must do to my car, because I don't like the look of it without it. I mean, I love the look of it, don't get me wrong, but there are some tweaks that I do to it. I'll be doing a 5 things I hate about the Z06 too, because that's why I do all these things. That's a future video. But again, I highly encourage you guys to go to Paragon, get these tail light, basically they're tint stickers. They're very good quality. They're strong. They last a long time. They stick on really well. Alcohol and water. And then next you'll be seeing the install video of me doing it. So I hope you appreciate that. But again, Paragon, here it is. Let's get to it. I'm going to go ahead and finish the install of my Paragon light tint strips, if you will, if you want to call them that. So they come basically pre-cut, and you have to kind of match it up. Obviously, not doing a good job of that, but that's the one for here. And I've installed these a few times on my cars. Sometimes the back ones can be a pain. I already did the back ones, the 2 top. Sometimes they can be a pain because you got to kind of peel it off and start over again just to get it centered right. But I'll put them on and we'll watch it. Let me get my alcohol. So I always like to spray down well, before I get started, what you'll need is alcohol, spray bottle of water, and a little squeegee if you have it. So I have this squeegee that I use for these on this install. So I like to basically get the light clean of anything. Just kind of wipe that off. All right. And then what I like to do is, again, let me just double check to make sure I got the right one. Yeah. So I like to peel it and then spray it with water. And that just gives it like, it's like PPF or something. You just want to keep it, you know, wet so you can manipulate it. I mean, this stuff is so fragile. I mean, it's just like you have to like be so careful. Like it's already okay. So this is why you put water on it. So if you do anything, you can get it back. And then I spray some water on here too, just so I can keep moving it around before it dries. Okay. So you just kind of line it up. See, it's tough sometimes. But you just, like I said, you just got to line it up. And just be tricky on getting it right in there. And sometimes you get, let's see, so I like to kind of just get all that extra water out. And it does really give a nice look. I mean, they sell those lights like $2,000 or something to do the replacement lights that basically virtually look like this. And I want to spend money like that in other places of the car, not in, you know, tail lights. I mean, it just seems kind of ridiculous to me, but Corvette owners are a little fanatical. So, and there's a lot more to come with stuff I'm doing to the car. So I'm trying to do all this and film it to do before and afters too, because I am doing a ton of stuff in the next couple weeks to the car. Okay, that feels good. And so I want to kind of get out here and mess with it and get all this kind of stuff done, because the important part, like I won't drive this car. So it's been sitting in my garage since I got it, because I refuse to drive it before it gets PPF. I'm not going to take the chance, because there's nothing worse than a rock chip or something like that before you get that PPF, because then it won't seal. So for those of you out there, I recommend you seriously get your car PPF, but get it done right when you get it. Because if not, I bought, you know, I was fortunate to get a new car to be able to do that, to keep it in the garage. But other cars I've had that are used, you know, I had a 911 one time. What year was that? Like a 2014. And I had to literally like repaint the bumper before I could put the PPF on, because it just looked like snowflakes all over the car. So, all right, well, here's the Paragon light tint. It's so simple. I mean, again, I don't want to bore people out of their minds by going through every single light to watch me do this, but that's what it is. It's pretty simple. So again, I encourage this. I love the way it looks. It does totally give your car a totally different look on the sides. And again, it's just like tint, and it just dries, and literally it'll just be sticking on there. And on the last car I had it on for over a year. No issues. I mean, it literally just sticks like tint. So there you go. That is the Paragon light tint kit. It comes in individual pieces, like paired together, and you can get all of them. You can get a couple of them. So I ended up getting the 2 back. I do have these. I'll probably eventually put those on too, but for now, there it is.